Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is an article out of the Daily Star about this professor who has interviewed people about being abducted and what they saw and the similarities in all of their stories. Also have this video here. It's not the best quality video or the best camera, but this guy caught something over this lake. Also have this clip from the Johnny Carson show from 1973 of Muhammad Ali talking about researching and seeing aliens. This is a clip from a thinker who analyzes a clip from a security cam that caught a possible Bigfoot. This is a video of this giant star map that was found. I'm not too sure where it was. Also have this article here about this strange craft that has been seen 3 times over several years. This is it here. You can see first time here from the Skylab mission. Second sighting here was in Voronezh, Russia, and then third one was in Indonesia, and we got a little video about that. Also have this video. I mean, this is a long video, but I just wanted to play this part here that talks about these giant handprints that were found. You can see it here. Also of these strange images that I found on my Facebook. And then these, again, I'm not too sure if these are real, if they're all real, but they're strange. We'll take a look at that. And then last is this article here about a possible pyramid or giant pyramidal structure that was found in the jungles of Ecuador. Anyways, let's go to this first article here. Now this is about Dr. David Jacobs, has written a number of books of alien abductions, interviewing supposed subjects about their experiences, and he claims to have formed a sinister conclusion from their testimony. Now this is him talking about hypnotizing people and them all seeing similar or talking about the similar things.
Of all the crazy things to say, not knowing that other people are saying this too, is crowd control. When they get older, they will be required to stand on the corner of a street. There will be a large number of humans or of people running down the street, and your job is to say, just keep going, just keep moving, everything will be okay, just keep moving. That's what their job will be in the future. You have to try to imagine if this is coming out of people's imaginations and it's not happening. Crowd control would not be the number one memory that they had about what's going to happen in the future. It's just nonsensical. Then they were beginning to change a little bit and say other things too, not knowing that other people were changing. Then they began to change a lot, not knowing what other people were changing. And what they were describing was that the ones on board who looked really, really human were coming down and trying to learn what it's like to walk among us, to be human. And at that point, I knew it's integration into the society prior to takeover. That's the best way I can.
Yeah, I have no doubt they're already walking amongst us, I mean, one thing I do, I always look at people's heads. Look at the shape of people's heads, and it'll give you some clues. Yeah, now this video here, I was debating whether or not to put it up because the camera work is so bad on it. But this is what this guy captures. Let me just try and play a little bit of this, because like I said, the camera is very, very shaky. It's horrible. Yeah, you see, that's all you're going to get. Then he's going to turn around and ask someone if he's looked at it. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. Now, this is a clip that, kind of infuriates me because when he talks, this is Muhammad Ali talking about seeing aliens, and then the people, try and ridicule him. But anyways, check this out here.
I've been studying. You seem quite reserved tonight. I've been studying UFOs. Did you know there are UFOs out here flying around unidentified?
This would be the place for them, Southern California.
I'm serious. They sighted a bunch over Georgia. I've seen them at night. They have real photos of them, and the government and the people just completely seem like don't talk about it. But Mr. Harold Salkin of Washington, D.C., is the head of the National UFO Bureau. Right. He brought me moving films. I actually have moving pictures of those saucers, of great steel objects coming into pictures that people took, and I'm just surprised that don't nobody talk more about it. Something they can.
Another great insight into the fight game.
Yeah, remember, everyone ridiculing him, those are all the sheep who have been brainwashed and conditioned to react that way when anyone brings up the UFO subject. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. This is an interesting video here. It's, just over 10 minutes long, but this guy does an analysis of this clip, security cam clip that was found. But check this out.
This thing, fucker, have you seen this footage? It was recorded by a security camera in Dangerfield State Park in Texas. We see something walk out from the trees, walk across a road, walk across a median, walk across another road, and then it vanishes into the night. Special thanks to Robert B. for posting.
Anyways, this guy goes through and he does a complete analysis. He goes and finds, I think this is like Google Earth, and he finds the medium that this thing walked across. So he was also able to, oh yeah, there was also a car, right? Here's a car that's in the parking lot. So they know that this, they know what kind of car this is. So he's able to, figure out the size. And then let's see, he does a comparison. Let's see, see, so this is the car that they found. And let's see, this is the creature. So yeah, he's able to, match up that car and figure out the size of this median and also determine the size of this creature, which, he says it's 14 feet tall. Anyways, link will be in the description. Let's go to this video here. Now, this video is about this strange star map that was found. Let me just back up a little here.
No less than 13 meters in length and almost 8 meters in width. That this was by no means an ordinary rock becomes clear when we take a look at the unique formations that adorn the object. The massive chunk was provided with around 90 precisely worked out rock carvings, the so-called cup and ring markings. The special feature is that these ancient symbols, which consist of a central bowl and many concentric circles, have already been discovered many times. The archaeologists found what they were looking for in the British Isles in particular, but these prehistoric petroglyphs were also found in the Alps, in parts of Spain, and on the European Atlantic coast. The aforementioned find from Scotland, which was to become known as the Cockno Stone, is one of the most beautiful rock paintings ever found on Scottish soil.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt these star maps were made by possible or civilizations that, landed on this earth years ago. Now, when they landed on this earth, there was most likely already other hominid species that existed. Now, I think that there were primitive humans existing on planet Earth, during this time, alongside advanced species that were most likely also living in our oceans. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. Yeah, now this one here is about this similar craft that's been seen on Earth 3 times in 50 years. And, this whole that visited. Yeah, why, if we're seeing these crafts on planet Earth, why are we jumping to the conclusion that they're visiting? I think this whole idea that where they keep telling us that they're visiting is it's brainwashing. It's you're taking the focus away from the fact that these things are on planet Earth. But anyways, now here's a clip of this craft that was seen in Indonesia in 2020.
Penampakan UFO di atas langit Pakayon. Karena nggak sampai lebih dari, nah ini dia nih UFO-nya nih, dia melayang ada di atas langit Bekasi.
Anyways, that's that video here, but apparently, this craft has been seen, let's see. First time was by the Skylab mission in 1973. It was also seen in Voronezh, Russia. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, in 1989. And then in Bekasi City, Indonesia in 2020. So, again, why, if we're seeing these crafts around planet Earth, why would you jump to the conclusion that they're visiting? We have to accept the fact that we are not alone on the planet, and there are advanced species living in our oceans and deep earth caverns that are using these crafts. But anyways, let's go to this video here. Now, this is a long video. It's a compilation video of several different high strangeness that have been found in the ancient past. But in this section, I wanted to point out this this here, which looks like a handprint, because I've done those other videos about the giant footprints. But anyways, check this out here.
Spectacular sight than just the mountain. The slopes of the mountain are covered in strange, hard to explain markings and indentations. And there are those who believe that at least some of the indentations are actually huge handprints. Looking at them, it's easy to see why. Applying some common sense to the question, though, they can't be. Just the middle finger alone on the largest of the alleged handprints is taller than an average man. Very little archaeological research has been carried out at the site of the mountain because it's in such a remote location. It's in the middle of nowhere between Dildurga and Taptanye, and lacking any roads to bring visitors here. The limited research that has been done says that the handprints are nothing more interesting than a natural rock formation, but the shapes look too specific for that. We're not suggesting that they're genuine handprints, but perhaps they're massive carvings of hands scraped into the rock by a forgotten civilization for unknown reasons.
Now, did you hear what he said? That common sense would tell you that they're not giant handprints, but I say that they are. I mean, the fact that this guy can't believe that these could be the handprints of a giant doesn't mean that this isn't a handprint of a giant. It just means that this guy can't believe it. There's a lot of things that people can't believe that are real. And again, there's a lot of things that people believe are real that aren't real. Belief is fleeting. This is evidence that there were giants walking planet Earth, and then one of many pieces of evidence. There's giant footprints all over the planet too. So obviously there were some huge humans stomping around this planet. Anyways, let's go to this link here that I found on my Facebook page. Now, these images, I'm gonna say I don't believe they're all authentic. I think some of these are Photoshop. I think this one is definitely Photoshop. That might be real. Possibly real. I think this is definitely Photoshop. Actually, not definitely. Kind of think it's Photoshop. This one I don't know anything about, but the writing's kind of interesting. This, not too sure about. Yeah, neither about this one either. Could this be like a plaque or a symbol that was used by one of the advanced races that existed on planet Earth before they were wiped out by the cataclysms? Yeah, see, now this one I'm not too sure if it's real either. That, hard to say. Some of these may be Photoshop, some of them may be real. Hard to tell. Anyways, link will be in the description. You can make that determination. Now, last is this video here about a possible pyramidal structure that was found in the Ecuadorian jungles. Look at this thing. So let me go back and we'll check out. There's a video with this. Interesting. There were videos here before, but let's see. Let me just jump ahead. You'll see how these guys got to this location. I mean, what they had to go through. But let me see. When they get to near the bottom where it looks like a waterfall.
Que es junto a la pirámide. Estamos más o menos de aquí, tenemos unos 20 metros hacia la derecha, que está la pirámide. Vamos a asegurar una cuerda ya, vamos a hacer un mensaje y lanzar cuerdas para acá para que puedan probar. Y como quien va a su casa.
Let me just jump ahead here real quick, because there are some areas where they think that someone carved in, where someone must have and made these indentations for your feet so that you can, it makes it easier to walk up. Let's see.
Miramos al piso.
¿Verdad? Son como gradas.
Wilder nos hizo notar los huecos aparentemente labrados en la roca, que sirven como escalera.
So there's that, and then here, yeah, you can see what looks like cut rock.
Pero ¿cómo se dio semejante hallazgo?
Bueno, yo me enteré a mediados del año pasado gracias a un amigo llamado Mar Guevara Viteri, y me puso en contacto con personas que me permitieron venir.
Entonces venimos.
Look at that. Now think about this, I mean, this thing must have been here so long ago, and then the jungle just came and reclaimed it and hid it, which would mean that this thing had to have been here for a very, very long time. And, I've made so many of these videos now and seen so much evidence. We've been lied to. There's so much that we've been lied to about our history, about our evolution. But it's, again, based on all of the evidence that is out there. Planet Earth has been occupied by several advanced civilizations in the past that were apparently wiped out by meteor impacts. But the evidence is there. It's out there, whether you believe it or not. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have